Imagine a world where the boundary between player and NPC has not just blurred, but dissolved completely, leaving you trapped in a digital existence that feels more real than the life you left behind. You are Oriel, a top-tier gamer who thought he was logging into the most advanced VRMMO ever created, only to discover that life reset isn't a game mechanic. It's a permanent exile into a world where death is final and pain is absolute. But when you realize that your high-level character is gone, replaced by a level 1 nobody with no skills and no allies, you understand that survival isn't about grinding for XP. It's about relearning how to live in a world that views you as prey. Welcome to Life Reset, the first pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in Shemer Kuznits' New Era online saga. If you love trapped-in-the-game tropes, zero-to-hero progression, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist rebuild his life from scratch through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in LitRPG, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of existential identity. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's awakening in the wilderness of New Era Online, thrusting him into a race against time to secure basic supplies before the local monsters or hostile players end his second chance at life. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of latent mana, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where he is deleted from the server forever. Kuznits excels at capturing the psychological toll of isolation, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is not just death, but the loss of hope itself. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular Underdog Survivor trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about leveling up. It's about understanding the hidden patterns of the system, exploiting glitches in reality, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who think they know your every move. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of New Era Online lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. He is a deeply human individual struggling to maintain his humanity in a system that views him as data. He quickly forms bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help him navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as his squad watches him casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push his abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, he completely shatters the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword. It's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Life Reset is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Shemer Kuznits has crafted a debut that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.